mention of World War II and video game in the same sentence may trigger sudden onset apathy in many gamers, but one series has historically proven to be a tonic for this crippling ennui. Brothers in Arms. The first two Brothers in Arms games distinguished themselves by weaving dynamic squad command into first-person shooter gameplay and wrapping it all in a gritty, emotional story. Brothers in Arms Hell's Highway, the third entry in the series, follows suit with exciting gameplay and engaging characters. Some story threads are a bit thin, and there are a few hiccups in the ambitious visual presentation, but ultimately Hell's Highway is a great game, full of intense, satisfying action.
What is it that makes a great soldier? Is it his brain or his heart?
You control Sergeant Matt Baker, squad leader of the 101st Airborne Recon Unit and veteran of D-Day. Your squad is a mix of returning veterans and new faces, and they are all unique and interesting characters. There are some old wounds that surface in the story of Hell's Highway, but the previously on Brothers in Arms feature at the beginning of the game doesn't really provide enough emotional context to make you care very much as these hurts are revisited. You'll become attached to your squad mates as you progress, though sometimes their facial textures will arrive late, giving you a few seconds of fuzzy blob face where your grizzled war buddy should be. Still, there are some great moments that really add to the gravity of your endeavors. On the battlefield, you control Sergeant Baker from a first-person perspective and wield World War II era guns that look, feel, and sound fantastic. The audio design is a real standout here, and you'll soon be able to distinguish each gun by its distinct sound. That is, unless your ears are ringing from a nearby grenade blast. You've got the standard suite of FPS abilities: crouch, run, aim down your sights, and dig into cover. On top of these, you can give orders for your squad to go to a certain position, fire on different groups of Germans, or follow your lead. It's as easy as holding down a button, aiming at the new position or target, and releasing. You'll usually have at least one squad at your command, and Hell's Highway fully expects you to use it. There are a few solo sections, but try to go it alone outside of these parts and you'll run into serious trouble, even on the easiest difficulty setting. Sticking to the 4 F's is key to your survival. Find them, fix them, flank them, and finish them. Once you get the hang of this progression, you'll be wielding your squads like extensions of yourself. Sneaking around the side of a German unit while your machine gun squad keeps them suppressed is really satisfying. Working your way through a field full of German units in this manner is even better. Friendly AI is sharp, and they'll fire on targets of opportunity, shout battlefield advice at you, and take smart routes from cover to cover, for the most part. Sometimes they'll run in front of walls instead of behind them, and just get totally shot up. Fortunately, you can generally avoid this by being smart about your orders, and even if a few of your comrades do go down, they'll be right as rain as soon as you hit a checkpoint. Enemy AI is also quite good. They'll retreat if they catch a whiff of your flanking maneuvers and advance if you don't keep them suppressed. Hell's Highway is a challenge, to be sure, but that makes it all the more satisfying when you succeed. One particularly exhilarating element is the action camera, a highlight feature that will kick in if you pop off a headshot, grenade a group of Germans, or order a particularly explosive bazooka blast. The action will slow down dramatically and focus in on gory Nazi death. Legs and arms will tear off and fly in opposite directions, torsos are rent asunder, and skulls pop open like melons at a Gallagher show. It's extremely brutal and profoundly video gamey, though you'll probably be too busy roaring triumphantly to worry about this step away from realism. Besides, you'll be getting plenty of realism from every other angle. Maps are detailed and surprisingly varied, given that the game plays out over a relatively small area of Dutch countryside. You and your squads will traverse fields, farms, hamlets, towns, and industrial areas, all vibrantly colored and visually engaging. The multiplayer maps are also well designed and can support up to 20 players. Each team of 10 can have a squad leader, a tank team, 2 fire teams, each with a bazooka, sniper rifle, or machine gun wielding specialist. The squad leader can set waypoints for his teammates to follow, if they want to, and can call in aerial support to do a recon flyover or drop a bomb. The action is standard capture the territory fare that could become something really exciting if players embrace the kind of squad tactics they employ in the single-player campaign. Will it pan out that way? Only time will tell. What is certain now is that Brothers in Arms Hell's Highway is another exciting entry in a great series. The story isn't quite all it could be, and there are some other sundry oddities, but the intense action, excellent characters, and beautiful scenery provide more than enough reason to go once more into the breach.